Hi, we're two brothers from Suck TV, and we're gonna welcome to our channel. We're gonna be talking about the new fitness craze.
Yep, the fitness trend.
All over Instagram, Facebook,
everything,
and all the media,
and in public
and in society.
So yeah, here we go. Don't mind my whack voice.
Oh, you had a cold because you've been acting sick.
Yeah, acting sick and having attention and stuff. You know.
All right, now I've been away from the
Instagram world.
Not the Instagram world, but just
social media
scene, because I've gotten rid of my Facebook account, my Instagram account.
So I'm your only
you're my only link to the outside world.
Right, to the outside.
Or not actually the outside world, the inside world,
the social media world.
Yeah. Now,
so you want me to break it down?
You sort of know more or less what's the latest fads with regards to everything that's been going on, especially the fitness scene.
Okay.
Now, but before you continue, I want to mention I've worked with people and know people that I've seen get really serious about the fitness scene and the proteins and getting bigger and getting fitter. Gaining. All these familiar terms you might hear. So I'm not really familiar with all of it, but I do know that it's a fad because most of these people that are doing it are all young. And
when you say young, what age group?
I don't know, we're talking maybe from 17 to 28.
Okay. Right.
You know, I don't know, 17 and upwards, but it's starting very young, similar to the tattoo scene.
Oh, yeah.
So tattoos and going to the gym is the new big thing. But now, I'll let you take over with regards to
where this all started and the progression and how far it's getting.
I'm particularly interested in the female part of it because that seems to have taken off to a whole new level.
A whole unexpected level.
So tell me what you see. What sort of hashtags and
Okay, we won't start on the hashtags just
right.
yet. We'll break it down each step by step. Like what I've noticed from like you said, the age group of 17 to the 20-somethings. I've noticed that most of them, I started seeing friends from school that were attractive years ago in school.
Girls, you refer to, or guys?
Yeah, I'm talking about girls. Sorry, girls. That were really attractive in school, in high school. You should check them out.
Just normal looking.
When I say really attractive, I mean female, feminine, soft,
beautiful.
Natural. The natural picture you get in your mind when you picture a female.
The look
that
what I mean? The majority of men want.
Male lovers out there.
Yeah.
So, and then lately, I've started seeing all these girls post stuff on Instagram and Facebook with this trend. Like this, I remember this one chick. I seen her disappear off Facebook for a long time, and then she just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but maybe she was healthy. She was doing a healthy lifestyle. She was changing her life.
Hey, that's the biggest. See, that's the thing we have to talk about here is how we are not against fitness here.
Yeah,
we're not against fitness and being healthy. I think most people that are doing it now, this whole fitness thing, they're using the whole idea of fitness and health. They're using it as an excuse to do what they're doing and to go hard at the gym. And anyway, back to that chick. She just came out of nowhere. She disappeared off Facebook for ages, and then came out of nowhere with this cover photo of her at a competition, a women's bodybuilding competition.
So she went to the gym she was bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding. I'm talking
not aerobics.
No. This is the best part. She was in gymnastics before, but I don't know exactly the profession, but it's...
So she was a honey?
No, she was a super honey, and she was into the ribbon stuff.
Ribbons and balls.
The ribbons and the balls.
Jumps
now,
and kicks and
if you picture a female doing that, we all know they're soft, gentle, they're slim usually, tiny build.
But they are strong though.
They're strong, don't get me wrong, but they don't look strong.
Yeah, because that's what they look... That sport is related to...
elegant, you got to be elegant and feminine. Yeah, graceful. So you can't be bulky. You can't be
it's big. Like having a female ballerina that's got muscles.
that wouldn't work. It
Doesn't look
cannot
good.
work.
In a
So-
tutu, just
No,
jumping around.
no way. So a bloke in a
Yeah.
tutu, that's what you say.
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about going to a nice opera play or whatever, and
Yeah,
you see this
This guy,
this chick coming out that looks
like a guy.
like she could be Russian from the, somewhere deep in Russia that looks like she's half man with
Half.
giant, and she's a pretty girl.
She's beautiful. That's the
Just
thing.
is beautiful,
This-
and now
this
she's
is
got
chick-
these big bites that are bigger than
Dudes.
yours.
Yeah. So she posted this picture, and I mean, I'm not super tight with her, but I was really shocked. And I even spoke to another friend of mine. I was like, "Hey, what happened to her?" And he was like, "I don't know. Obviously, she's into the gym hard." And I'm talking about the whole greased up, fake tan,
Shiny,
super
shiny
abs.
body.
Those poses they do, all of that. Tits are gone, the whole lot. And I was like, "This is messed up," And man, from her to another friend that was also really attractive, going to competitions and
Yeah, but
and,
no, I think you've gone too extreme now. I think you're talking about
no, but
this
hold
chick,
on. This
she's
is
doing
where
bodybuilding.
This is where it started for me. This is how I noticed the progression.
right.
So I
Change.
saw that at first. These two chicks, right, from high school, and years later, I'm seeing that they're into this, and I'm like, "What's going on here?" And I went back into Instagram. I started using it again a lot more often, and the more I was in that explore section of Instagram, I started noticing a lot of pictures of these chicks with these protein shake bottles and posing with them, and then they got their waist trainer fucking
Belts.
corset belt type
Yeah,
things. And at first I'm like, oh, that's cool, it looks sort of sexy. I don't know what's up with the protein shake bottle though.
and the
that's a
short
bit weird.
sleeve shirts.
The short sleeve shirts and the those tights. They always wearing the tights because the tights look sexy, so
Yeah.
so it looks good.
But it also accentuates the ass.
Yeah, but now remember,
You know?
this is the best part. They went from doing all of that, looking sexy and fit, and then they upped the game. They went level 2. Level 2, they started posting pictures of them doing lunges, and lifting weights. Now, whoa. Most when you usually talk to a female and they talk about getting fit and getting healthy, they talk about diet and they talk about cardio.
Yeah.
They want to run. They
Do you
want to
mean like
treadmill.
what's this, the
spinning
aerobic things?
Yes, they want to do
the
things
balls,
that
riding
make
the
them.
treadmill and a bike,
Yeah.
that sort of. So
That
they're
sort of
still
thing.
feminine. They still have a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit of soft, but they're healthy.
But they're healthy and
They
fit.
look hot. They fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's gone to the stage of no, forget that. That's not what we were into now. Now we're into weights. We're
We're
trying to
into
get
muscle.
strong.
Yeah.
We're trying to be blokes.
Trying to be
Trying to-
independent.
We're trying. It goes into, now, see, that's the problem. They started interacting. They started blending this whole,
Healthy
you know how.
lifestyle, yeah.
I mean, this is nothing against females. I'm not against female empowerment or whatever. But how a lot of women are all about that whole female empowerment and
independence.
feminism and all that sort of jack. I'm independent and I don't need a man to control my life and all well and good, cool. But now they've taken that and they've blended it in with this whole getting strong.
with
So-
the motivation of transforming yourself
Into
if you set a goal, you can get it.
Yeah.
So that's why they will. It's out fitnessing the next person.
Yeah, so
That's what it's about.
But then it's also like they'll take a picture of themselves posing with like a bicep sort of pose,
Yeah.
showing that they got a big bicep, which is
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
for a
yeah.
female to have, initially. And they'll say, I'm strong, hashtag independent, I'm a strong woman, hashtag, fucking gains and shit.
Gaining,
And then in my head, I'm like...
losing weight,
in my
healthy
head,
lifestyle.
Yeah, thick, fit, and healthy. I didn't hit you with the thick, fit, and healthy. I don't know if I hit you with that one. But the hashtag thick, fit, and healthy is because years ago, girls didn't want to be thick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember back then. Like
They
they always wanted to be
paranoid
skinny. Always
about
paranoid
them
about gaining
gaining weight,
weight,
yeah.
But because of media and how media is sort of controlled now, we see a lot of more, obviously, like bigger females or thicker
Yeah.
females posing with bigger asses and bigger tits and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And they got more of that curvaceous look, So females
Also,
have
now
seen
they've
that.
gone into that.
Yeah, but they've gone in the wrong frame of mind. They went into it and they're like, yep, we got to get thick. But then
But they're trying to get the small waist.
they're trying to get the small waist,
But
not a
with
big,
muscle.
not a big soft ass. They want a hard ass,
Like a man.
a man's ass, a fucking rock solid ass. They're doing squats like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
She squats, bro. That shit on fucking Facebook. You know how sick I am of seeing
What is that all about? What do you
It's
mean?
these
What is this
people.
thing?
Okay, she squats, bro. Is is
Oh, it's like a big up, like,
it's
hey,
guys
check
that
this out.
gym. It's guys that gym
That respect.
constantly love
Yeah.
chicks who gym too.
Oh, okay,
right?
so-
And they think, man, these chicks are hot. She always squats. I always see in the gym
Yeah, yeah.
squatting, and she's always squatting so she can have a more toned ass.
Yeah.
But what she doesn't realize is the more weight she puts on that fucking machine while she's squatting, it's making her ass more harder.
She's looking like a guy.
She's looking like a bloke, and then she hashtags saying thick, fit and healthy, or thick and thick and fit.
and independent and all that.
But she thinks she's thick in the generalization of a voluptuous woman. But no, she's getting hard. Her thighs are getting bigger,
Firmer, muscular,
not
yeah.
not softer, bigger.
Yeah.
Fucking hard, And so guys start posting these things of, oh, she squats, bro.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
squats,
yeah.
bro, and they show pictures of these chicks in the gym.
But now,
Like you came up with, what's that chick's name? You showed me her on Instagram. What's her name?
Which chick?
That one that's the most famous. She got the best ass in the world or something. She's a gymmer chick.
I don't know.
She's
this.
always. You told me about her. She's always
Paris
posing.
Hilton?
No, she's so famous. What? Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is old
Oh
news.
yes, I remember. I don't remember. I don't know her name. Starts with a J or something like that.
Yeah,
on
she's the
Instagram,
world's
yeah.
most famous fucking, I don't know, fitness
She's always
chick or
wearing
something.
like yoga pants. the
yoga pants and shit.
trend.
Yeah, so she's on the yoga pants thing. She's on the same mode. She's not soft.
yeah.
The moment, I'm not against fucking females looking sexy and trying to lose weight and trying to be fit. But also remember, you're a female at the end of the day. You don't
Yeah.
want to look like a bloke.
There's a
I'm
limit to
sure.
that stuff
I'm
like
sure.
that.
I'm sure each woman wants to still look like a woman.
Yeah,
You
but
know
now,
what I'm
but
saying?
see, now that the thing about everything that you've said is correct, I think, but they're not looking, they're not getting healthy and trying to change their body to attract men or to
No.
look sexy. All
No.
they so deep into the fitness scene, they are trying to out fitness one another. So
Yes.
the girls are all using one another to motivate themselves to get fit and better one another. So
Yeah.
they're not doing it for. It's like a little club.
See,
They-
but now you're going to get attacked with what you just said because I remember
no, but it's the truth. That's
No,
the
but
truth.
hold on. But this is
Yeah.
the thing. I mentioned because remember I showed you that picture of that girl that looked like a bloke. She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
She showed a before and after
Beautiful,
picture.
yep.
Really nice, feminine, soft. She wasn't even fat at all. She was slim,
Yeah.
just small, and now she's muscular and big. She looks like a bloke. She had a chest like a bloke. She didn't even
Yeah.
have tits. So
She
and
gone- she
I
went too
posted,
far, yeah.
I posted a comment. I said, "Hey man, that's so sad. You looked so nice in the
Yeah.
previous picture, and now you just look masculine,
Yeah.
And she commented back. I didn't tell you, but she commented back, and she was like,
I'm independent
Oh,
now."
what do you think? What do you think this is? You think I'm getting big for men? Forget you, like fuck you, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not saying that. That's
So
that,
she
like,
did
so
think-
you saying.
So
that-
I'm right. She did say she's not getting big for men.
Exactly,
She's
but my
getting
point
big
is-
to prove that she can change her body for
Yeah.
a better, a healthier life.
So it has nothing to do with it's just about the health thing, but it's not. It's only this trend. That's all it is. It's a trend. Every female nowadays, or most females nowadays, they all want to join the gym. They all want to start gaining. See, that's
Yeah.
the thing. No one's talking about this.
They're
There's-
trying to gain
He's
weight,
trying to
but
gain
healthy.
He's trying to
Yeah,
gain
yeah.
muscle.
Yeah.
A lot of it. It's not even a case of I want to look toned and small.
Yeah.
You know,
They wanna
It's-
get bigger
They want to
and-
get bigger, larger. Gains. Think about that word. I'm
The
saying.
word gain means to
gaining,
achieve
gaining.
something
You're getting
more, yeah.
bigger. When a guy says, "Bro, I'm gaining at the gym. I'm going hard." Hashtag gains. Hashtag
Bulking up.
Bulking.
Guys,
How can a female say hashtag bulking?
So they're
Seriously.
trying to get bulk. They're
They're trying to get bulk,
solid muscle.
solid big muscle. Like when guys go to the gym, for example, a boxer, right? A boxer has to weigh a certain amount.
Yeah.
To
be in a certain
to be in a
class
certain
or
amount of
whatever,
class, right? So he has to bulk up.
Yeah.
But then he has to shred at the same time.
He has to cut
He
himself.
has to cut.
Get all that.
So
fat
he
off.
has a goal. His goal is I need to get a certain weight, let's
Yeah.
say 90 kgs, and then I need to shred it
Rip
down,
it all, yeah.
rip all that muscle, that big bulking muscle, to a nice toned, smaller muscle, let's say 85.
Yeah.
So that's what he needs to do. He knows he needs to do that. He sets that
See,
goal.
but the thing about boxers is they got the lowest fat content in the world.
Now
in
my-
their sport. They
yeah.
look like 10%, 12% fat.
Yeah, but my point is, the
So
reason why I was
they
using
are
them,
gaining weight, but they
But
are basically they're
fucking
gaining muscle
muscle
at the
only,
end
yeah.
of the whole thing.
now isn't that?
So these girls are gaining muscle.
Yeah.
They want to be big.
I mean, think about it this way: if this really continues and goes, because it's getting ridiculous now. They getting bigger.
I think it's fading. Isn't it fading away?
It's
Not fading.
I
is
don't
it?
think it's fading because I'm on Instagram. I like Instagram. You know, it's cooler. It's better than Facebook. Like, I don't use Facebook anymore. And I still see it regularly. So, and I'm talking, I mean, there's some disturbing pictures. Now, when I say disturbing, you know, you think of really twisted shit when someone says the
And
word
these girls,
disturbing.
you're talking about these girls look like men now.
Yes, I've seen it.
They
I've
look
seen-
like drag queens.
They don't even look like drag queens. They look like guys. They look straight. Look like
They look
straight
like
men.
good-looking men.
They look like muscular men. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look like really fucking. You know when you see. Okay, this is a good example. You know when you see, you're walking through a mall and you see like a fucking bras and panties ad
Yeah.
for chicks in their underwear, like an underwear ad
Yeah,
for
yeah,
chicks, and then you see like an underwear ad for a guy. That guy in that ad is never a fat guy or a
Mm,
completely
yeah,
skinny guy. He's buff.
Yeah.
He's ripped to the core.
Yeah.
He's built like
Yeah. The way most guys would like to be built,
yeah, exactly. So when you see that, you're like, that's a guy. Sometimes they don't even show the head.
Yeah,
They
they
just
just
show
show
his
you the
body,
torso
you know,
or
his
whatever,
torso
yeah, yeah.
and his undies, a little bit of his
Yeah.
fucking thighs. That's it. And you're like, that guy's big.
Yeah.
Right? Instagram's gone so bad. This trend, this fitness trend, this fitness in inverted commas
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so bad. There's this chick, I don't know her name. Even if I did, I wouldn't say it. But she poses where she takes her head off. She cuts her head
Yeah.
off, right, in the picture. She lifts up her top. Now, take
Showing you-
note of what I'm saying. She lifts up her top. She's doing this gaining thing so much. She's going so hard at this that you could see that she once had a set of tits. She once had
Yeah.
boobs. But she's gone so hard, the boobs have turned into a chest, a man's sort of flat chest,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
get what
yeah.
I'm trying to say. So she lifts her top up high, really high,
To show you
to show you that even her boobs have changed. They've gone away, kind of thing. Not gone away, but
yeah.
it looks more of a chest. She shows just the bottom edge,
Oh,
and
so
then
it's
she
like
shows
a
her
muscle.
abs. It's
So
like a
it's
muscle,
like a
full-on
man's muscle on his-
so if
his
you,
pecs or
so
whatever.
if that chick has a boyfriend or partner, whether it's a girl or a boy, and that person was trying to feel her up, feel her tits, they wouldn't feel anything. It'd be rock solid.
And she's got the abs
And
to go
she's
with
got
it too.
a fucking 12-pack. Bruce Lee would be jealous, right?
So wait.
She's rocking super hard.
And
she's
now
got.
she's gained-
She
she's
looks
so
like
proud of
you
what
know.
she's gotten.
I don't know if our listeners out there are comic book fans or not, and even if you're not, do a Google search and type in Wolverine comics,
Yeah.
and you'll see. This is what I always used to look at when I was a kid. When I used to look at comics of
Well,
Wolverine.
basically any superhero.
But
any
especially
superhero.
Wolverine,
Yeah.
he's ripped to the core. When
Yeah.
you see his abs and you see his lats on the side,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's got those grooves all
Yeah,
by his
yeah,
ribs
yeah.
on the side. It's pure muscle. He's a beast. He's a machine. She has those. You know what I'm trying to say? Now,
but
that's disturbing. That
Yeah,
to
that
me,
is
that
disturbing.
bothers me. When I see it, I feel bad. I feel sick.
But she feels proud though.
But that's the problem. See, that's the problem because if this continues, if this goes at the rate it's going, and if it
Yeah.
gets worse, it's going to become a thing where you're going to see a guy walking down the road, holding his partner, his girlfriend, right, his
And
girlfriend's
it
hand,
looks like a guy
and
from the
he's
back.
from the back and the front.
Yeah.
The only difference is going to be like, man,
Long
that
hair.
guy's really pretty.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking beautiful.
The
It's
guy's
weird.
really beautiful, and he's got
A guy boyfriend. What's going on?
tanned, oiled up face.
Yeah, it's odd. The one guy is normal, and the
Yeah.
other guy, he's really pretty, and he's got makeup on, and he's got nice hair, nice long,
Long,
hair.
flowing hair like Fabio.
You know, and so I don't get it, man. I
No,
don't
but
know.
that may be still extreme though, because I don't think they're going that extreme.
Nah, they're going that extreme.
No, the thing
Nah,
is,
they aren't.
there are some chicks that want to just, they're on a juice diet. They're on a
Oh no, that
on a
hasn't.
healthy
No, that's
diet.
that's
know?
cool. I don't hate on those chicks. I've never hated on those chicks.
But they do
Because
it to
they've been
compete
around-
with other chicks, because
No.
other chicks are doing it.
No. See the chicks that are doing the diet thing.
It's a personal thing. They're trying to lose weight.
I think that's a personal thing. Because if it wasn't a personal thing,
they'll have the
they'd be in the gym.
proteins
They'd be in
and-
the
yeah.
gym. They'd be going hard. They'd be posing with their. See, this is another thing now. This pisses me off. This is guys and girls. It's this fitness trend, as I said. People are joining the gym, like you said with the tattoos. it's not because I want to get fit, I want to get healthy, I want to look better. It's not because of that anymore. It's about saying I'm in the gym. Just like people that are in uni like saying the word uni. I'm in uni. Oh, what are you doing now? I'm in uni.
Yeah.
So I'm at the gym. Because when I go on Facebook and I look at my friends on Facebook and I look on Instagram as well, you see people posting pictures. Now, just hear what I'm about to say. Posting pictures of them at the gym. Countless pictures, countless. I'm talking about from them prepping to go to the gym. They're at their house.
In front of the mirror.
They're putting their gear clothes on, their gym clothes on, and they're taking pictures of them in their gym clothes on. They're uploading it to Instagram or Facebook saying, getting prepped for the gym time, hashtag
Proteins,
getting fit, motivated, getting
protein
big.
shakes or whatever.
Yeah, all that bullshit. And then they go to the gym. It's supposed to be gymming.
Yeah.
I've done the gym too. And when I gym, I've never taken a selfie. Because I wasn't going there to tell my friends I'm going there. I was going there to get personally better. I wanted my body to get bigger or to look better. That was my thing. So that's why I say I don't knock those chicks that change their diet or eat healthier. That genuinely mean it. And I'm also not knocking chicks who actually want to be in those competitions. If you want to be in those competitions and do that thing, if that's your thing, cool. Yeah. No problem. But don't tell me everyone's on the same thing. No, not everybody. Not everybody wants to be a gainer.
Not every girl, especially if they're doing the gym thing. But now it's changed so much that, as you say, like the gym thing is normal. If you don't go to the gym, if you don't go to the gym, you could be like an outcast. It's like, hey, you don't gym. You know what I mean?
No, but that's what it has become. It's at that stage where if you don't go to the gym, you are not an outcast. I wouldn't say it's to that extreme, but it's at the extreme of, it's like, so what are you up to nowadays? Say you haven't seen someone for ages, and they're like, hey, so what are you been doing now? And you're like, I got a full-time job or in my career. And then they say to you, so gym? And you're like, no, I'm not in the gym at the moment.
And they're like, you should go to the gym.
You should hit the gym. And
there's a couple of gyms in your area and all that. But it's like, I don't need to go to the gym.
Yeah, there's no need to.
Yeah, I'm not forced. I don't have to.
I'm not running a marathon every day and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a big topic to discuss, and we haven't even,
We haven't even touched it.
We've sort of just only spoken about the female part of it, but the guys have their...
That's another big
negative things as well. But so we'll have to maybe come back, maybe make a part 2 or something like that.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2.
Relating to that. We'll post a few more things up, a few more
loads podcasts. Loads of stuff that people keep
loads of different topics, and let us know what you'll think,
Yeah, comment.
Hit us up with a comment or thumbs up or whatever it is. Thanks for listening. We'll
meet up again. One soon. Thanks.